Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 21. Not sure if this is part one yet, but episode 21 of Let's Try Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2025. Bong bong. Super excited to play. The day is going on here. It's getting toward evening. I have some nice time to relax and get into a game. So if you missed any of the last episode, guys, I would recommend checking those out and coming back to this later because these games have been fantastic, to say the least. We're playing really with probably the worst team in the game right now. There is a bright side, though, in that the future looks kind of okay for us. Not only are we adding Jabari Sasser next season, but also we're not losing too many. I mean, we're going to lose our best player, arguably Nick O'Connor, but and maybe Stephen Favors, I think. But, you know, a lot of guys are coming back. We should be getting better. All right, so I think I'm just going to jump into a game, but I wanted to work on the practice time, working on man-to-man, 5% in flex. I might even take that away. I mean, we can keep a little bit in flex. 1-3-1 zone attack. I want to know how to attack the 2-3 zone. We're putting a lot into 5 out. Let's put a lot into Princeton as well. And the half-court trap, I want to get better at that. Maybe even take 10% of the time there and put another 5% into half-court trap. So let's save that. It's a Tuesday. We have an inbox. Okay, we're going up against, well, our next matchup is not today. We're just going to go through the sim. So let me go to recruits. Let me look at my call and watch list. Yeah, for some reason, it's acting really strange. Let me just go to my call list. Okay, there we go. So we've at least got a call list. I don't know what's up with the call and watch list. They're acting weirdly now. But our peeps are on our call list, like Nick Shepard and so on. So, yeah, there's not much we can do until we get more money. We have $35,000 in the NIL collective. I don't know how to tap into that. But if we go back to interested recruits, full recruit list. Wait. Interested recruits. We could even go on not on lists. That's an interesting. I didn't see that. Not on anybody's lists. And we can wait, not on lists, select availability. So actually, I'm not sure how that works, but have not contacted recruits offered. Let's go to interested recruits, not just in Atlantic East, but in all regions. And let's go by the stars here, or better yet, interest. Let's add some of these guys and see if maybe we can get into their headspace. Larry Prater. Oh my gosh, these stat sheets are ridiculous. My goodness, for a 6'0 shooting guard. That's insane. Here's Corey Moore, 6'1 point guard. Putting up crazy numbers. We'll add him to the call and watch list. It's a nice stat line for a 6'5 point guard. I love it. But yeah, we have no money. That's a great stat line. We can't even recruit at this point. Larry Sawyer. Just going to add some more peeps to the call list just to kind of get a feel for them. We don't have to get, that's a nice stat. Oh my gosh, look at that guy, Shannon Anderson. In Arizona, I guess. Tennessee is close enough. Russell Kittles. Chris Jordan, New Jersey. So let's see, our call list is up to 23. We're good there. Boy, oh boy, can we look at our team and try to figure out what the heck is going on? First of all, our leading scorer is Jerron Duplessis, 15.4. Charles Lake is second at 13. Javon Mitchell is third. Waylon George is fourth. when you get to 5th is Nick O'Connor. That can't be right. Nick's got to step it up. Joel Boone is after him, which is surprising. Joel Boone beats out Robert White, Tim Jones, Ivan Carroll, Doug Price, and everybody else. Stephen Favors. Freeman gave us some decent minutes, but we got to play Joel Boone more as well. Because he had a killer game last game, and I got booted out of last game, which is funny because I couldn't make any subs or anything, and that's by design. Like, it wasn't a bug in the game. I actually did get booted out, but I want to have a meeting with Nick O'Connor, and your playing style. You should look to drive more and shoot fewer threes. Try that out for, I already did this before, but 2 weeks. I don't know if you can only have one of those going at a time. I don't know. But he's trying that out for 2 weeks. What's his name? Robert White was certainly trying it out last game as he was firing away from downtown and coming up short, unfortunately. Our best 3-point shooter so far, Jerron Duplessis, Waylon George, Joel Boone, surprisingly, Javon Mitchell, even Ivan Carroll, 33%, but he doesn't take many. 28% for Doug Price, 22% for Charles Lake. No threes for Nick O'Connor or Stephen Favors. I'm surprised by that. But anyway, I just kind of want to jump into a game. So let's go to play sim. And we're going to try to feel it out as we go. And Scott Heskett scored 20 points in Delaware State's 81-83 loss to Northern Arizona. Added 3 assists, 6 boards, and a steal on 6 of 10 shooting. If we look at our schedule, though, which I want to do, we do have to look at the scouting report. We play, that was a very winnable game, by the way. Oregon State Woodchucks. Oh, we finna get rocked, son. We finna get crushed. Their morale's good. They have an injury. Terrence Kurtz, a sprained finger. He's only at 89% for 11 days. They didn't have a good recruiting class, but Oregon State probably going to beat us down. We have better stats than them in terms of offensive and defensive rating, which is hard to believe. But if we look at their stats and their roster, look at the stat sheet. Oh my gosh. They've only played 2 games, but Alvon Frazier and Terrence Kurtz, who thankfully is injured, has 24.5 at 24 points. And then the rest of the guys just filling in. But it seems like we have to worry about this kid. He's a guard at 6'3" and getting this kind of rebounding, averaging 5 steals. He's only played 2 games, but that is insane. He is incredibly good, a junior. And then Terrence Kurtz, a shooting guard junior, also very beastly. So we got to watch them. But also a good way to view these players is to go to, let's see, what was it? League leaders, standing polls and media, recruit ranks, coaching trees, tournaments. Was it compare players? So if we go to Oregon State, this is a cool way to compare players, but there was another way, and I don't remember how I found it. We didn't look at the tournaments yet. I wanted to go over that too. November 13th, last week, was the Coaches Classic. Let's see if we can click this and see who won or something. Oh, these are just, okay, you can't actually click these. You have to go to the, that's weird that we can't click from here to see them. Where was I seeing them at? I was off screen and kind of looking at some of this stuff. Magazines. Okay, I'm in tournaments. Oh, it was in the Play Sim area. If we go to Coaches Classic, you get a cool little tournament thing, and it looked like South Bend beat the number 1 West Lafayette, number 1 seeded in the tournament. So that's pretty cool. That was the Coaches Classic preseason AIT tournament. Number 2 over number 8, Boise State. Number 2, Kentucky took that win home, knocking out number 3, North Carolina quite easily. Very cool. Then there's the Hawaiian Shootout. West Virginia, number 2 over number 1, beat Arkansas. Poseidon's Challenge hasn't been finished yet. For Utah, all the main seeds are in it. Alaskan Classic, that hasn't gotten underway yet, I guess. So a few of them anyway, but I thought that was cool. And we can come back to the games grid, choose sim length. So our next team is Oregon State, so we know to handle those 2 players. Let's go ahead and play some games. Spokane over Utah. Illinois over Virginia. Illinois 4-0. Murray State over San Diego State. Washington, D.C. over number 23, Florida State. Number 5, Tennessee over West D.C. Indiana over Dayton. Albany over Miami of Ohio. Arkansas State over Baltimore. Weber State over Binghamton. Maine over Long Beach State. Massachusetts Lowell over Colorado State. Chicago over New Hampshire. Number 14, Arkansas over Vermont. Cal Riverside over New Jersey Tech. Davidson over South Carolina Upstate. Bronx over Arkansas Little Rock. Alabama Birmingham over George Mason. Kansas State over Massachusetts. Olean over Stephen F. Austin. Philadelphia Jesuit over Lewiston. Pittsburgh Christian over Portland. Rhode Island over Middle Tennessee. Richmond over Southern. Good firm. St. Louis over Grand Canyon. VA Commonwealth over High Point. Peoria over Charleston Southern. North Carolina Central over NC Asheville. Presbyterian over Prairie View. Winthrop over Wisconsin Milwaukee. Harrisonburg over Oklahoma. Number 21 Texas over Cal State Bakersfield. Mississippi Valley State over Caltech State Fullerton. Wisconsin Green Bay over Cal Davis. Cal Slow over Towson. Oh my gosh. Alamo Heights over Detroit. Illinois Chicago over Texas State. DeWitt over Northern Kentucky. Wright State over Daytona Beach. Hampton over Youngstown State. Akron over Jackson State. Central Michigan over North Baltimore. Utah Valley State over Muncie. Nevada Las Vegas over Florida A&M. Riverside Baptist over Louisiana Lafayette. Cal over Illinois State. San Jose State over North Chicago. Washington over Northern Iowa. SIU Edwardsville over Macon. Oregon over Tennessee Martin. Number 22 Alabama over Santa Clara. Number 1 Kentucky over Cincinnati. Mississippi over Erie. Mississippi State over San Diego. Los Angeles Jesuit over Alabama State. St. George over Arkansas Pine Bluff. South Alabama over Texas Southern. And we get to the next day. And let's see, we've got something in the inbox, and we don't play today either. But we'll check our inbox. Team staff player update. Coach, just a quick update to let you know the period for the suggestions you gave Curtis Muhammad has ended. If you want him to continue working on these or other items, please begin another round of suggestions with him. Player update. Brandon Freeman. We told Brandon Freeman to do stuff, and Joey Manning, all about their attitudes, I think. But okay, we Gucci. Let's go back to play sim. We have a bunch more of these to do. Let's go. Illinois over Spokane. Murray State over Washington, D.C. Number 5, Tennessee over Indiana. Stony Brook over Evansville. Toledo over Boston State. Clemson over Valpo. North Indy over Durham. Durham's 1 and 2. Georgia Tech over North Buffalo. Number 4, Kansas over Louisville. Miami of Florida over Louisiana State. Number 7, North Carolina over NC Greensboro. North Carolina State over Cal State Northridge. Pittsburgh over Cal San Diego. Number 2, South Bend over Nebraska Omaha. Syracuse over Eastern Michigan. Winston-Salem over Providence. Cincinnati Jesuit over Army. Number 9, Milwaukee over Radford. 20, Omaha, Boiling Springs. Queens over Air Force. South Orange over Longwood. Number 19, Villanova over Buffalo. North Dakota over Alabama A&M, North DC over Bowie's Creek, VMI over Coastal Carolina, New Mexico over Evanstown, Iowa over Southern Miss, number 10 Houston over number 17 Maryland, number 15 Michigan over East Carolina, number 8 Michigan State over Nevada, Minnesota over Memphis, number 25 Auburn over New Brunswick, number 24 Ohio State over Western Illinois, 18 Penn State over Tennessee State, Florida over number 3 West Lafayette, look at that, Wisconsin over Georgia, Eastern Kentucky over Delaware, Emmitsburg over Elon, Des Moines over Hempstead, Nancy Wilmington over Washington State, Northeast Boston over Easton, New Mexico State over South Philly, Williamsburg over Wichita State, Charlotte over Troy, Florida Atlantic over Fairfield. Wow, Marshall beats number 11 Provo, Old Dominion over West New Orleans, Southern Houston over Seattle, Texas San Antonio over Moon Township, Ohio over Hanover, Coppin State over Ithaca, New Haven over Western Michigan, New York over Tennessee Tech. These are so cool. Morgan State over Pennsylvania, Princeton over Northern Illinois, Princeton 5-1, Eastern Illinois over West Long Branch, Abilene Christian over South Dakota, South Tulsa over Greenville, North Carolina A&T over Queen City, number 16 Boise State over Georgia Southern, Utah State over Smithfield, Wyoming over Southern Cal, Philly over Southern Indiana. That ends the day for the 23rd. It's now a Thursday, and we play. Are we at home against Oregon State? Let's check that schedule again. We are. Is this our first home game? No, wow, we have a tough road schedule. It's all road. That's weird. We don't have one home game. Did I just not schedule that right? Not sure. Look at Boone last game. He was killing it. Waylon George back then. We lost the High Point. We got blown out by Southern. These other couple games were pretty close most of the way, though. But the Oregon State Woodchucks, still 1-1. They still have that injury. He's at 89% for 8 more days. Both basically Frazier and Kurtz right now make up their big attack, which is 45th in points per game. But opponents' points per game is 240th, which is not good for them. In rebounds, they actually get crushed in. Interesting. Pacific Coast Conference. So we may have a chance to beat them on the boards, maybe. I mean, we get beat on rebounds too, but we'll see. All right. Let's see how long we've been playing. 18 minutes, so we can just jump into the game. Let's go. South Orange over West Georgia, Northwest DC over Florida Gulf Coast, Jacksonville over LA Lafayette, Texas Rio Grande Valley over Kennesaw State, Knoxville over Loudonville, North Florida over Colorado State, Ithaca over Eastern Washington, Murray State over Idaho, Wichita State over Idaho State, Montana over Southern Nashville, Hempstead over Montana State, Northern Arizona over Cambridge, Iowa over Northern Colorado, Cal San Diego over Portland State, Sacramento State over North Dakota State, Oklahoma State over Weber State, Oklahoma over Lynchburg, Iowa State over South Florida, Florida International over Northern Iowa, Louisiana Tech over Miami of Ohio, Texas El Paso over Boston, Fairfield over Air Force, Texas A&M Corpus Christi over Poughkeepsie, Greenville over Coppin State, Delaware State over Riverside Baptist, Teaneck over Morgan State, Norfolk State over Illinois State, North Carolina Central over Morehead State, Navy over North DC, South Carolina State over Tennessee State, Mississippi over Port Brooklyn, DeWitt 4-0 over Utah Valley State, Central Connecticut State over Easton, North Fairfield over Central Arkansas, Georgia over Staten Island, Clarksville over Hamilton, Texas State over Jacksonville State, Arizona over Georgia State, Mississippi State over Worcester, number 1 Kentucky over Washington State, East Carolina over Northwestern State, Southeast Houston over Louisiana Monroe, San Fran over North Andover. Philly over Chicago State. Sorry, guys. North Eaton over Southeast Louisville. And here we go. The 1-4. We did get one win in there. First game of the season, even. We've lost 4 straight. Sorry about the background noise. Guy, Dougie, be quiet. Okay, let's tip it off. But I think on offense, we want to push the pace. We want to run the offense, and we want to crash the boards against them because, and look for threes. We want to crash the boards because they are not good at rebounding. We're going to start off running the Princeton, favor the outside. Maybe I should even go to favor inside or hit them with a balanced attack. Let's try a balanced attack for something different. On defense, we'll start out man-to-man. Half-court trap, we'll run that every so often. Don't want to crash the boards defensively because we want to get fast breaks and play with some defensive intensity. Matchups, oh man. How tall is Brian Heddy? Because I'm going to put Robert White. He's 6'7", 215. I mean, I'm going to try to put Robert White on Alvin Frazier, Charles Lake on Terrence Curse, and Jerron Duplessis on Brian Heddy. We can also double. I have to keep that in mind. All right, let's tip it off and see what happens. Big name team we're up against. Here's Charles Lake. Wow, Charles Lake whistled for the charge to start the game. Okay. And Oregon State gets the ball. Let's see how it goes. Pass taken by Schaefer. And Frazier. Lets one go. Misses, and Nick O'Connor gets the board. Outlet pass to Lake. And Lake's pass is off the defender's foot and whistled dead. Okay, we'll work the ref a little bit. Considers the complaint. Nice. Ball inbounded to Lake. Duplessis. Can he get going early? Tim Jones with the ball. Pass taken by Lake. Pass to Jones. Jones, foul. Schaefer whistled for the foul. Very good, very good. It's Charles Lake. Jerron Duplessis. Gives it to White. We told him to shoot more threes. Makes a move off the dribble, but he's blocked by Brian Heddy. And they come the other way, and we work the ref a little bit. Oh, I got warned already. Pass taken by Frazier. I got to watch that because I got kicked out last game. Pass taken by Kurtz. Got to watch Kurtz, too. Frazier with the ball. Terrence Kurtz guarded by Lake. Lake commits the foul number 2 on him. Oh, my gosh. Wow. So, we're going to bring in Javon Mitchell. And now Javon Mitchell is going to have to guard Terrence Kurtz, I think. And Heddy with a beautiful 3 shoots right over Duplessis. It's Javon Mitchell. Nick going to attack the rim like I told him to. Missed it though, but very good. We want Nick to attack the rim. Kurtz with the ball guarded by Mitchell. There's Heddy again, guarded by Duplessis. Alvin Frazier takes a shot and hits the jumper. 5-0 Oregon State. Comes Javon Mitchell. Robert White in the corner. Duplessis. Gives it to Nick. Duplessis attempts to drive. Jerron Duplessis is whistled for the charge. I don't want to work the ref again. And all the momentum is Oregon State's right now. Half-court trap. Pass taken by Schaefer. Taken by Kurtz. Ref blows. Kurtz moved his pivot foot, so he traveled. Okay. Come on, guys. Mitchell dribbles it up. Sean Duplessis trying to make it happen to Tim Jones. Terrence Kurtz intercepts the pass. Oh, man. Anthony McPherson. This is a much better team. Even though they're 1-1 or whatever. Frazier with the ball, guarded by White. Schaefer makes a move off the dribble and gets to the rim off the square for 2. 7-point game. Robert White to Nick. Come on, Nick. Duplessis takes his man to the basket. Misses. Rebound by Lance Schaefer. I like the aggressiveness, though. Heady, guarded by Duplessis. Shoots. No. Frazier lets one go and hits. 9-point game. I'm going to let him play instead of calling a timeout. Robert White. Mitchell. Duplessis with the ball. Duplessis to Robert White. Puts up a shot. Misses. Outlet to Alvin Frazier. To Heady. Back to Frazier. Tim Jones guarding. Good defense. Frazier with the ball. Maybe I should turn defensive intensity down because they're guarding them way out and help defense isn't coming. Robert White arguing with the ref. Down to 2 on the shot clock. Looking for McPherson. Kicked by the defender, so they get a fresh shot clock. Choose the entire team. Try to praise them. Not responding. Let's see. We're a couple minutes in. Let's immediately go to the bench and get Waylon George in there. See if he can come in and hit a couple shots. He's going to be a spark plug. Schaefer with the ball. Pass is knocked out. Ref calls a kick ball. I should have put Joel Boone in as backup to Charles Lake. Turn the defensive intensity down a little bit. So the help defense is better. White's going to be charged with the foul. That's number 1 on him. Bobby White. Pass to Kurtz. Guarded by Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the block. Offensive rebound, though. Schaefer. O'Connor with the foul, and Schaefer will shoot 2. Hits the first. And hits the second. Down 11-0. Still don't have a point. Javon Mitchell puts up a shot immediately. Ball knocked him out of bounds by the defense. It's interesting. Javon Mitchell. Mitchell's pass for Javon Duplessis sails out of bounds. Javon Mitchell turnover. So I think we're going to quickly go to Joel Boone. George is going to be carded with the foul. It's number 1 on Wayland. We have 6 fouls already. They're going to be shooting the penalty. Schaefer attacks the rim. Wow. Gets the offensive board, though. Puts it back, and Nick O'Connor gets the board. So Nick got a block. Excellent pass from Nick O'Connor. Duplessis with the ball. Joel Boone. Pass taken by White. I mean, we're just not really a very good team, and that's just how it is. They're playing very intensively defense. Let me work the ref a little. Trying to pleases. White puts up a shot and rattles home the 3-ball. It's a nice shot right there. Oh, Duplessis picks off the bad pass. And Robert White has all 5 of our points. I love it. 11-5. I mean, any win we get is like a kind of a miracle. Especially against a team like Oregon frickin' State. Frazier with the ball, guarded by George. Hetty guarded by Duplessis still. Lance Schaefer. Kurtz guarded by Boone. He makes a move, shoots over Boone, hits the iron and bounces off. He'll shoot 2. Okay. I like it. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. And you guys have a little more freedom. But I don't see any changes I really want to make yet. So let's play it. Missed it. They get the offensive rebound. Marion Kennedy. O'Connor gets the steal. Nick is everywhere early on defense. Jerron Duplessis puts up a shot. He's blocked by Alvin Frazier. And Jerron Duplessis commits the foul. It's number 2 on him. Hey, Booby. Video featuring Booby, of course. He's here. Let's get Brendan Freeman in for Duplessis and put George at the 3. Or George at the 2. Let's try this lineup. It's the first. Now we got a rebound, guys. Okay, he hits them both. We are down 9. Boo-boo. It's Joel Boone. Pass taken by George. Pass taken by White. Joel Boone. Freeman gets a touch. Freeman's pass stolen by Bell. Goes the distance and throws it down on the jam past the Marlon Kennedy. 11-point game. Pass goes out of bounds. Ref said it was touched by the defense. Let's try running 5 out even though we're not that good at it. See if these guys can run a little bit. Boone attempts to drive to the basket. Puts up a shot and hits. Joel Boone picking up where he left off last game. 9-point jam here. Greenberg with the ball, guarded by George. Kennedy guarded by White. Faulkner. Still a Frazier out there. Robert Greenberg. Knocked out of bounds. Okay, thought that was a foul. Let's get Nick a little breather here for Ivan Carroll. And put Robert White at the 2 or at the 3. We're in the bonus, or they're in the bonus shooting, so Bell with the ball. Lets one go and rattles home the 3-ball. 12-point gem. It's Joel Boone. They're in man-to-man. Waylon George. Brandon Freeman in the corner. Boone with the ball. Goes back to Freeman. Carroll catches it. Let's see if Ivan can do anything. Waylon George. George puts up a shot. He wishes he could have that one back. 15-foot jumper missed. We have 7 points at the 11-minute mark, just about. Marlon Kennedy. Ivan Carroll with the steal. Here comes Joel Boone. Boone attempts to drive to the basket. Cannot get it. Let's work the ref a little. Oh, he warned me. Bell puts up a shot. Brandon Freeman with the board, making himself useful. Here comes Boone. Boone being aggressive early. Robert White. Back to Boone. Waylon George on the strong side. That's taken by White. Waylon. George shoots, and the ball bounces out of bounds, and it's a timeout. Okay, timeout strategy. Entire team. Let's praise them. Not responding. Let's maybe get Tron Duplessis back in. I know he's got 2 fouls, but we need some offense. We'll put Duplessis at the 2, George at the 3. Freeman and Carroll, and let's get Nick back in for Freeman and try to run this lineup. Couldn't run a play for some reason. It's Frazier. Got into foul trouble early. They were picking on Duplessis defensively. Puts up a shot, and Faulkner drains the triple. And they're playing man press. Here comes Duplessis. Brings it across the timeline to Joel Boone. Nick O'Connor. Carroll with the ball down low. Duplessis. Duplessis puts up a shot and nails it from downtown. Big shot, top of the key. Over to Alvin Frazier, guarded by George. Faulkner. To Kennedy. Receives the pass. Pass taken by Frazier. Good defense. Keeping him in front. Duplessis. Hoping not to get a foul. And Robert Greenberg hits from range. 15-point game. Joel Boone there in a 1-2-2 zone. Pass taken by Carroll, top of the key. Duplessis. To Joel Boone. And Bell's whistled for the foul. That's their second foul of the game only. Joel Boone. Duplessis. Inside to Boone. Ivan Carroll. Waylon George in the near corner. Doesn't want to shoot. Duplessis gets a good position. Kicks it out to Joel Boone. Joel Boone puts up a shot. Waylon George offensive board. That's where I thought we could win today a little bit. Or at least get something. Waylon George might have a look there. Pass taken by Duplessis. They're in very tenacious man-to-man defense. Joel Boone. Duplessis on the cut. Ivan Carroll. Nick's not getting any kind of touches. Duplessis with a nice crossover and buries the J. Nice shot by Javon Duplessis. We're down 13. We gotta get Nick some touches though. He's catching his breath out there. Alvin Frazier. Pass taken by Hetty. To Schaefer. As long as they keep it away from Duplessis. Ivan Carroll whistled for the foul. They're going to shoot the bonus. Let's bring in Stephen Favors. Try to be a spark. As he hits the foul shot. This is the second offensive rebound. Anthony McPherson. Here's Favors guarding Schaefer. Eddie. Waylon George on the defense. Swings it over and throws a terrible pass over the head of McPherson. Nice. Dead ball turnover. Let's capitalize. 14-point game. Joel Boone quickly down court. Nick O'Connor. Steven Favors with the ball. Duplessis is in a little bit of a zone. Swings it to Nick. Waylon George, looking to get his teammates involved, gets the draw on Duplessis. Back to Nick in the corner. Waylon George, we gotta shoot. Joel Boone, gotta shoot. Boone lets one go and wishes he could have it back. This is the 3-point shot. Only down 14, it's not the end of the world. To Schaefer. Nick again, 0 points. Oh, and they hit a jumper. Comes to Duplessis, brings the ball over half court. Nice pass to O'Connor on the cut, brings it back out. Duplessis. Joel Boone lets one go and swish. It's good for 3. Joel Boone. That was a big 3. I don't want to drop into a 2-3 and they just start raining them from downtown. Terrence Kurtz guarded by Boone, shoots over him. Brian Hitty, the offensive board and put back. Kiss off the glass. They've doubled our score. Trying to Duplessis on the wing. Lets one go and hits the jumper. Tough shot in traffic. 13-point gem. McPherson. Pass taken by Schaefer. Back to Frazier. They're doing it with Schaefer, Hetty, and there's a miss. Lance Schaefer, offensive board, and put back. Great looking bucket there, says the thing. Comes Joel Boone. Duplessis has been hot. Boone has been good too for us. Attempts to drive to the basket. Score. Oh, shot rattles out, but he'll shoot too. And it's a timeout, so let's play a little more full court defense and a little more defensive intensity. 6 minutes left. Favors. Let's get Robert White back in. Charles Lake does have 2 personal fouls, so does Duplessis. Waylon George hasn't done much. Let's put Charles Lake at the 3. And I like that right there. Motivate the team, entire team. Praise. Not responding. Next play we run. Who do we have out there? I want pick and pop. Wait. I want a 3-pointer. Joel Boone with the to Charles Lake. I want Lake to shoot the 3. Boone at the free throw line misses the first. And nails the second. All right, let's roll. Set up that half-court trap, maybe. Don't foul, guys. Don't foul. Fearson shoots and hits it from downtown. 17-point game. I can't work the refs too much. I don't want to get kicked out. Duplessis, we're running 5 out still. Robert White takes him to the basket. He's fouled and comes up short, but he'll shoot 2. Very good. Yeah, we good. Let White shoot 2. Hits the first. He's got 6 points, including scoring the first 5 in the game for us. We're down 15. Boone is going to be charged with the foul. It's number 2 on him. I really don't want him to get in foul trouble, so I'm going to have Jovan Mitchell give him a little breather. And they're in the bonus plus. All right. That's Jovan Mitchell. Charles Lake. Tremont Duplessis. Favors. Oh, stolen from Favors. And jammed at the other end. Offense, let's go back to Princeton. And Favor outside. Duplessis. Charles Lake. To Javon Mitchell. Maybe Duplessis gets an offensive board, and the ref listened to him a second ago. Charles Lake getting ready to make his move off the dribble and gets to the rim for an easy bucket. Charles Lake showing some signs of life at the 3 guard. Pass was deflected out of bounds. Thought it might have been a foul. Cool. So maybe I'm hurting myself by going look for threes. Maybe look for threes is more of like a desperation type option rather than like a just kind of shoot a lot of threes option. Robert White gets called for the foul. His second. Can bring Nick back in. The last 4:30 maybe. Up and good. Anthony McPherson hits them both. See what we can do. Javon Mitchell. Stephen Favors. Bust a move, and McPherson called for the foul. Still none of the penalty, though. Comes Javon Mitchell. Pass taken by Lake. O'Connor. Kicks it in the corner to Lake. Duplessis. He's been good for us. Javon Mitchell. Javon Mitchell puts it on the floor. He's fouled and missed the one shot badly. A nice play to make something happen for Javon Mitchell, who's now got 1 point and 1 block. 2 points now. 41-24. Schaefer with the ball, guarded by Favors. Schaefer attacks the rim right by Favors, misses, but Favors gets the board. Over to Jovan Mitchell. Duplessis gets the pass. Favors with the ball. Let's see if he has something. And McPherson commits the foul, and they're in the bonus. So we'll shoot 1 and 1, I guess. And it's a timeout. So let's see. Duplessis. All right, we Gucci. Let's motivate the team. Let's try to motivate Nick O'Connor. Praise him. Yeah, not a great move there, but let's roll a pick and roll with Charles Lake and Nick O'Connor. Let's try that move. After Favors shoots 2. It's the first. This is the second. Outlet pass from Brian Hitty to Schaefer. It's a total team effort for them. Lake gets the board, kicks it out to Mitchell. Charles Lake to Mitchell. Mitchell lets one go, got a good look, but does not get it to go. Kurtz comes the other way. The sad thing is, Kurtz has been quiet with only 5 points. We've been able to stop him, but it's the total team effort they're giving. Pass taken by Kennedy. We're down 16. 3 minutes about left. Stephen Favors gets another board. Kicks it to Jovan Mitchell. Mitchell's pass for Stephen Favors sails out of bounds. Duplessis and Nick, we might as well give them a little breather. Robert White, I know he has 2 fouls, but we need him. Duplessis, let's put Waylon George in there and try to get him to make a couple buckets. Defensively, let's run that half-court trap. Pick up full court. That's Schaefer. Marlon Kennedy puts up a shot and nails the jumper. Back comes Jovan Mitchell down 17. We're familiar territory for us. But we've come back a little bit from the deficits. If you've been watching the series, you'll see that. White with the ball. Pass taken by Lake. Wood puts up a shot. Robert White crashes the board, which is what we want. Back to Lake. To Jovan Mitchell. Robert White. Let's see if he pops a tray. George. Waylon George. Favors with the ball. I don't want to argue with the ref. Lake puts up a shot. It's off. Lance Schaefer with his 4th rebound to go with 7 points in the first half. Darius Jensen. To Kennedy. Petty. Petty puts up a shot. Waylon George gets his 2nd board. Kicks it back to Mitchell. Jovan Mitchell. Oh, steal by Lance Schaefer, the big center. It's such a cool simulation. It's really wonderful stuff. Lance Schaefer scores. I can't wait till the 2026 version of this comes out. Mitchell tried to answer with a quick 3. Did not go, but when the 2026 version comes out, we may have to abandon this one and start over now that we know a little what we're doing. I don't know, or maybe stick with this one. We'll see how it turns out. Depends if there's any kind of big new features. Hurts lets go. Steven favors the board. Offense, let's get 2 for 1. Mitchell to Lake. Lake puts up a 3 and hits. Cuts it to 17. Right, Eddie shoots and scores. How the world did he get that one to fall? Jovan Mitchell brings it over the court to Waylon George. Waylon George throws up a brick. Could have stalled on that one instead of 2 for 1. And they're going to... Oh, George has called the foul. That's number 2 on him. Oh, boy. Let's have Nick come in for the last play here. 5 seconds left. All right, let's call a 30-second timeout. I don't know if that was a great time to call a timeout, but motivate the team. Nick O'Connor, show concern. Nick nods along in agreement. Let's get an isolation. Charles Lake, get it to Nick O'Connor. If we can do this fast, let's go. Charles Lake advances it quickly. Yeah, just puts up a desperation shot. I thought we'd have more time. All right, there it is. 49-28 first half. They beat us with second chance points, 8-4. Fast break, 4-2. 14 points in the paint to our 4. We may drop into the 2-3 zone in the second half. I mean, guys are playing pretty decently. You know, Nick's scoreless, which blows my mind, but there you go. Could be bad coaching. Duplessis with 7, White with 7, Lake with 5, Boone with 6. All right, we'll see how we want to start the second half. Charles Lake, Javon Duplessis. Let's maybe start Joel Boone and put Duplessis at the 3. We'll make Boone a little 2 guard to Charles Lake's big point guard. Robert White and Nick O'Connor. Let's try that lineup. We're down 21. Was it that much? Wow. Pass taken by Kurtz. Probably going to get killed in the inside even more now. Is this small lineup? Frazier puts up a shot. Lake grabs the board. Lake brings it across the timeline. Joel Boone. Nick down low. Charles Lake. Duplessis. Attempts to drive to the basket. Shoots. No good. Nick O'Connor offensive rebound. And put back for his first two. Half-court trap. We might want to drop into a 2-3. We'll see, though. Foul on Robert White, his third. You know what? We're down 19. I'm just going to roll with it. Rebound Nick. It's Charles Lake. Joel Boone at the 2 guard. Duplessis. Puts up a shot, misses. Hetty grabs the board. Kurtz has been quiet with just 5 points. Robert White with the rebound. Thought for sure he was going to make that one. Outlet to Chucky Lake. Duplessis attempts to drive. No good, but Nick Connor, another offensive board. Little strong on that one, but he'll shoot too. Well, that's a good thing to see. Nick getting those boards and... All right, hits 2 at the line. We drop into that half-court trap, trying to cause some turnovers or some mayhem. And we do. Nick O'Connor gets the steal. Outlets to Charles Lake. Never been this excited about an 18-point deficit, but the game is so fun. Nick at the elbow is fouled, and his shot is off the iron. But Nick coming alive here in the second half. Missed the foul shot and sinks the second. So we've cut it to 17. If we can get a couple scores going here. Terrence Kurtz. Kurtz shoots. Robert White another board. Outlets to Lake. Here comes Charles Lake. Bobby White in the corner. Back to Lake. He's at the elbow. Extended. Puts up a shot and nails a tough shot in traffic. Half-court trap. 15-point game. Hetty can shoot over Boone. Schaefer. Marlon Kennedy guarded by Bobby White. Lets it go. No good, but Hetty gets the offensive board over Boone. It's to be expected. Kurtz with the ball. Kennedy. Playing pretty decent defense. Frazier guarded by Duplessis. Good D by Duplessis there. Doesn't give up a drive. Here comes Frazier again. To Kurtz. Lake is there. Frazier gets a good position down low. Shoots it. And Boone grabs the board. His first. Outlets to Charles Lake. Joel Boone gets the pass. Lets the 3 go, and it's good. Or was that a long 2? Yeah, it's long 2, but it's a 13-point game. No momentum, though, because we're at their place, I guess. It'll be fun once we have some home games, too. As well as playing our conference opponents, which are not that great of teams, obviously. Frazier hits the deuce. 15-point gem. So far, so good, though. We're making a little run here. Catches the pass. O'Connor with the ball. Made a move towards the rim. Duplessis for 3. Comes up short. Brian Hetty outlet to Alvin Frazier. Oh, a steal by Boone. And goes the distance. Boone lays it in on the break. Or was that Duplessis? Joel Boone assisted to Jerron Duplessis. And Schaefer. Cut it to 13. It's the closest we've been. Still no momentum because we're at their place, I guess, is what it is. Schaefer pushed into the corner. Alvin Frazier. Terrence Kurtz. Lake is there. We're not fouling. Knock on wood. Up. Frazier looking to make a pass, and they call a timeout, I guess. Okay. Well, I like what we're doing, guys. Motivate the team, entire team. Good job, guys. Not responding. Let's run a... Oh, man. Do I want to run a three-pointer for Joel Boone? Duplessis. Let's run a pick and roll with Joel Boone and Nick O'Connor. That should be pretty good. Oh, what happened? They turned it over or something. Comes Charles Lake. Robert White. We're not running the play. Pass taken by Lake. I guess the play was blown up. Here comes Robert White. Robert White for three. He's in double digits and cut the lead to 10. Half-court trap. Alvin takes a shot and he hits. But he took a quick shot. Oh, it was a three-pointer. That's what we want them to do, take quick shots. O'Connor missed it badly, but he's going to the line. I like what this unit out here has given us. We have to play smaller more, which was my initial intention. I don't even know why I'm starting Tim Jones and stuff like that. We can play small. We can half-court trap a lot. Oh, unforced error turnover. It's just going to be rough when we have to go to the bench. Lake dribbles to the top of the key. We have a lot of timeouts, though. White with the ball. Duplessis. He's been pretty good. Alvin Frazier picks it off from him. And Lance Schaefer slams it down. Lead is back to 14. Charles Lake to Duplessis. Fancy dribbling to get to the rim. Off the mark. Hetty with the board. Duplessis is 4 for 11 from the field, which is a little concerning. Fancy dribbling. Missed it. Knocked out of bounds by the defense. Gonna maintain the same unit. We've made our run with this unit. Darnell Faulkner gets the pass. Alvin Frazier has come alive a little bit. Puts up a shot and hits the deuce. 16-point game. Back comes Charles Lake. Jerron Duplessis gets it. Pass taken by Joel Boone. Robert White. Nick O'Connor finally gets a touch. Charles Lake. They're playing pretty good defense. We've got to bust a move here. Jerron Duplessis hits the deuce. We'll take it. Half-court trap. Marlon Kennedy. Faulkner. Referee warns Joel Boone. Miss, and Nick gets the sixth board. Outlet pass to Charles Lake. White catches the pass in the corner. O'Connor. Bobby White. Foul on White's jumper. Got a good look but couldn't convert. All right, we'll take it. Bobby White at the line. Hits them both. Triples over half court. Oh. They broke it a little differently that time. Greenberg. Frazier. Good defense. Puts up a shot, though, and hits it from downtown. Alvin Frazier, he's capable. Leads back to 15. It's like we can't get over that double-digit mark. Here's Nick O'Connor. Bobby White. I'm not too... the offense has been clicking. Duplessis hits the long 16-foot jumper. Robert White assisted. 13-point game. This is about the closest we've been. Gets to the rim and puts it down with a strong jam. Darnell Faulkner getting into the action. Duplessis again. Nick down on the block. Lake with the ball. And a foul on Faulkner. All right, let's see if we can get a little life in here. Let's get Javon Mitchell. And honestly, the rest of those guys pretty much have to stay. Let's put Stephen Favors in for Nick. Get him a good breather during this timeout. Let's praise Joel Boone. Not showing any response. All right, we're going to run a play here with this unit. Let's try to get a three-pointer. Ball handler Javon Mitchell. Three-pointer for Joel Boone. Let's see how that goes. Into Mitchell. Pass is stolen by Terrence Kurtz. Outlets to Alvin Frazier. They're coming back the other way. Schaefer shoots and buries the J. 17-point game. Just when we're getting close, relatively close, they hit us with a dagger. Duplessis has taken down low by Favors. Javon Mitchell. Mitchell looking to go to the basket. Can't hit. Anthony McPherson gets the board. Thought for sure he would put that one away. And Boone commits a foul, and Hetty with the jumper as well. Finally taking advantage of that height difference, and yeah. $20-point game just like that. Pass taken by Boone. Favors. We'll have to call timeout soon. Javon Mitchell. Duplessis. With the way we score, we could get back in it, but our guy's looking a little hesitant here. Javon Mitchell. Duplessis. Let's work the ref a little. Referee. Oh, Mitchell misses the shot at the rim and the ball bounces out of bounds. Oh my gosh. That is the story of tonight's game. Lake has to get a little breather for Boone. And yeah, let's just play it. Wow, that is the story of today's game. Missing a point-blank layup at the rim. Frazier, guarded by Lake. Kurtz guarded by Mitchell. Terrence Kurtz only has 5 points, couldn't add to it. Stephen Favors with the board, outlet to Javon Mitchell. Charles Lake receives the pass. Lake shoots in from downtown. Bang, that was nice. Let's not crash those boards. Let's try to get fast breaks, guys. Turn up the intensity a little bit. And always full court press. They get in. Stephen Favors gets the board. Outlets to Javon Mitchell. 17-point game. No need to get too excited yet. Charles Lake just made a three. Jumper's off the mark, but Javon Duplessis will shoot two. He's pretty tired, though. Hits the first. And misses the second. Javon Duplessis. Oh, I thought he got his own rebound. That'd be amazing. Alvin Frazier. We still have a bunch of timeouts. 16-point game. Show some fancy dribbling. Oh, ref says he traveled. All right, let's throw a 20-second timeout in there. There's the timeout. Let's get Joel Boone back in at the 2. And for White, we got to go with our guy. Where's Nick? Oh, Nick O'Connor for White. And Let's try running this. Motivate the whole team. Let's try to get Nick O'Connor. Show some concern. Nick nods in agreement. And the play we want to run is a pick and roll with Jovan Mitchell and Nick O'Connor. So let's go, son. Here comes Jovan Mitchell. Brings ball over half court. Pass is taken by Boone. The play was blown up, I guess. Boone to Favors. Lake catches the pass. Lake shoots another three. Buries it from behind the arc. 13-point game. Again, once we get to 13, they hit us with daggers. So we'll see if we can make a stop or two here and work on this. We have a little bit of momentum. Lake guarding Frazier. Hetty has been crushing us. 12 points, 9 rebounds. Schaefer with 13 and 7. And Kurtz has been quiet, but doing everything besides scoring. A few assists, a rebound, 2 steals. McPherson, we're playing good D here. It's down to 0. 24-second violation. Nice. I think that's what happened. Dead ball, yep. Here we go. And they're playing man press. Full court man. It's Jovan Mitchell. That's taken by Boone. Stephen Favors gets a touch. He's going to let it go. He gets blocked by Anthony McPherson. Kurtz with the ball. See, we can't get past 13 for some reason. O'Connor to Frazier. Anthony McPherson guarded by O'Connor. And O'Connor with the foul on the shot.
God believed in you way before you ever believed in him. Before you were born, before he even created this world.
1 second, guys.
The number
Well, that was interesting for that to pop up out of nowhere, but sorry about that. Well, it's a good message though. Let's see. Charles Lake has 13 points for us. He just hit a couple threes. Joel Boone, Nick, and Favors. Where's Robert White? He's gasping for breath. All right, let's play it back. He missed it. And he sinks the second. We have another 14-point game. Let's take a 30-second timeout. All right. Try to catch our guys a little bit of a breather. Waylon George has not done much of anything. Nick, go to the 5. Maybe put Lake at the 4 and get to Plesis. Run with this extremely show concern. They're showing some signs of life. Extremely small lineup. Pick and roll with Joel Boone and Nick O'Connor. Let's try that. Let's see if they'll run it. All right, let's roll. Joel Boone. Boone with a nice crossover. Oh, can't finish at the rim, though. That would have been nice. Cut it to 12 at least. McPherson. McPherson from way downtown. Bang. 17-point game. Jovan Mitchell. Boone with the ball. Pass taken by Nick. Down on the block. Mitchell. And Mitchell's pass for Jerron Duplessis was deflected out of bounds. It's a timeout. I mean, we just showed concern and they showing some signs of life. Trying to run a pick and roll. Joel Boone and Nick O'Connor. I know this is an extremely small lineup and everything, but Boone puts it on the floor, gets to the rim and scores. Reverse, a gorgeous reverse layup by Joel Boone. And we've got 4 guards and a power forward out there. It's like 3 wizards and a healer or whatever. Passes in the seat, folks. All right, well, make a bad pass. And let's, in the offense, heavy outside and give a little more freedom. Charles Lake receives it. Charles Lake puts it on the floor and scores with a kiss off the glass. He leads us with 15. They break the press, but it rattles them a bit. Oh, they're down low. They're going to kill us down there. McPherson. Schaefer. We need Nick to grab some boards here. Schaefer with a nice crossover. Nick is there, but he fouls him. 3 fouls on Nick. Schaefer hits the first. Misses the second. Javon Mitchell running. Duplessis with the ball. Get ready to make a move off the dribble. Misses. McPherson with the 7th board. I did say they could have more offensive freedom than Schaefer. Kurtz puts up a shot. Charles Lake, our power forward, gets the board. Charles Lake, we're down 14. If we can make a little push here with these guys, we're heavy outside right now. Charles Lake puts it on the floor, gets to the rim, and scores it. Soft kiss up the square for 2. He's got 17. 12-point gem right here. Kurtz with the ball, warns Charles Lake. He wanted the N1. Let me work the ref a little. Ignored me. Ball bounces out of bounds. So sorry, guys. Bear with me for a sec. All right, we back. Let's check it out. Wow, our guys are super tired. Let's get Duplessis. And let's get Boone a little breather. White's going to come in. And Lake can play the 3. Mitchell at point guard. And we'll call our full timeout. Okay. And yeah, this is as good as our lineup is getting right now. Javon Mitchell, Joel Boone. All right, he gets a little breather. Let's motivate the entire team. Let's praise Charles Lake, actually. No response. Let's run a pick and roll with Javon Mitchell and Nick O'Connor. Better yet, let's run an isolation. Charles Lake. No, Charles is tired. Javon Mitchell and Nick O'Connor. Let's try that. Mitchell brings it across. Oh, stolen from Javon Mitchell. I was afraid to give it to Lake because I think he was too tired. Alvin Frazier misses, knocked out of bounds by the offense. We can motivate again. Charles Lake, praise him. He feels a little more motivated. Isolation this time. We will try Charles Lake and Nick O'Connor. Let's go. Javon Mitchell. Nick gets the ball. Pass taken by Mitchell. See, good things happen when Nick touches it, though. Robert White. If only I could make it so I could tell them to give Nick the ball more. Duplessis. Robert White. There's Nick down low. Back to White. 2 forwards going at it. White shoots and hits. He's got 14. That's a season high, I think. Maybe. It's a 10-point game. We've cut into this lead a little bit. McPherson. Some nice ball handling. Oh, Lake had to foul him. Or was that Nick? Yeah, it's Nick's 4th. That was Nick's foul. This is their power forward making busting moves out like that. Hits them both. I have no timeouts left. Our guys are extremely tired. Poor coaching again. Duplessis. Getting ready to make a move off the dribble. Is fouled and almost gets it to go. We got to get a little breather for somebody here. 4:23 left. Let's get Ivan. You know what? Ivan Carroll hasn't played much tonight, so let's get Steven Favors. He hasn't done much though. I might throw Tim Jones out. He's only played 5 minutes. Duplessis Lake, Robert White. Well, Waylon George is going to have to step up and see if he can do something with this unit. And Steven Favors. And let's try that lineup. Duplessis misses a key free throw. He's so tired. And sinks the second. It's an 11-point game. Closest we've been is 10 in the second half. Let's see what we can do here. Robert White. McPherson, guarded by Favors. Robert Greenberg. Alan Frazier takes a shot, misses. Javon Mitchell pulls down his first board. He's only got 2 points. Jerron Duplessis. It's like the flu game for him. He's out there just hurting. Waylon George with the kiss off the glass. His first 2. Showing some energy. This is the closest it's been. 9 points. Marlon Kennedy. Oh, pass for Robert Greenberg sails out of bounds. And it's a timeout. Duplessis has to get a break. Let's bring Joel Boone in. And Nick, this is a crucial moment. Do we bring Nick back in for Favors? Yeah. Motivate the team. Nick O'Connor. Show concern. I should scream at him. And let's run in isolation with Javon Mitchell and Nick O'Connor. Although Waylon George is healthy. Robert White. Can he make a 3 go? No, Waylon George. George looking to shoot, clangs it off the rim. Boone the offensive board. And the pass is in the seats, folks. Crucial turnover. 9-point game, though. We set up in the 2-2-1 half-court trap. And we've kind of stifled him a bit in the second half. Foul Nick O'Connor. That's number 5 on him. He's gone. Javon Mitchell, Boone, George. We're going to have to put White at center. And I think 5 is gone. Let's see if it makes us change it. Change him. Players fouled out, must be replaced. Yeah, White, power forward. Charles Lake is going to go back to the power forward, and we're going to try that. Okay. Stop. Play. And hope for a miracle here. We cut the lead again in the second half, which is what we've been doing lately. Kurtz gets his 7th point. He's been quiet, the only starter not in double digits, but he's working on it. George with the ball. He's fresh. George's pass was stolen by Frazier and went the distance. McPherson slams it down. 13-point game. Under 3 minutes remaining. Lake catches the pass. He's tired. Tries to get to the hole. Can't get it to go. No foul. Trying to work the ref a little. He ignored me. Alvin Frazier. He shows his range, and he just lights out us right now. Not looking good. We're down 16 again. Could use a 3 right here. Charles Lake. He's so tired. Lets it go off the mark. Well, we played a better second half, but that first half we dug ourselves too big of a hole. So we're going to lose to Oregon State, go to 1-5. Ouch. It's hard to start a coaching career that way, but let's just get our garbage guys out there. Dougie Price, Brendan Freeman, Stephen Favors. Ivan Carroll even put Freeman at the 3, Dougie Price at the 2, and I guess we'll put Waylon George at the point guard. Well, we gave it a good effort. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. George dribbles it up. Doug Price gets the pass. And I want to thank you guys for joining me. Don't go anywhere yet. Stephen Favors with a great looking bucket. A little too late though. But you know, as we practice throughout the season, we're still going to get better, which is good. And we have a lot of guys coming back next year, so that's going to be good. It's going to hurt to lose Nick, but regaining a freshman plus the 2 red shirts that we made will be red-shirted freshmen coming in. We have a very promising future if I can make it through this year and not finish last in the conference. That's my fear. We're now going to go to 1-5. I think we can do pretty decently. Doug Price off the dribble. We can do decently in conference play. We'll just have to see how it goes. We got 1 win, so we know it's possible. Doug Price with the foul. Mistipa got the offensive board. Just burning out the time here. But if I do pick up the 2026 game and it's a big improvement, we'll have to check it out. I might, maybe you can even import your save into the 2026 version. That would be cool. And maybe I can redo recruitment since I kind of messed it up and got our guys out of money too early. But we did manage to get someone to join us, Jabari Saucer. Whether it's an amazing move, we don't really know. He seems like a pretty decent talent. I think he's 2 stars. And all 5 are in double digits. Look at those stat lines. They crushed it. They crushed it. They're looking to put up more points for some reason. Just run the clock out, guys. The game's over. All right. I want to thank you for joining me, guys. Do hope you enjoyed. We made a little push in the second half. Just wasn't enough. Shout out to our guys for giving it a shot, though. Let's see what we got. We've got Robert White with a 14, 3 boards, 2 assists. Very nice. Nick O'Connor had 6 points, but a block, 2 steals, an assist, and 6 rebounds. Pretty decent game. Charles Lake had 17, a turnover, an assist, and 3 boards. And Jerron Duplessis had 15, 2 turnovers, unfortunately, but a steal, 5 assists, and a rebound, which was offensive. Joel Boone was in double digits with 10. 1 turnover, a steal, 2 assists, and 3 boards for the little guy. And everyone else just kind of didn't give us too much. Javon Mitchell was 0 for 6 from the field. Waylon George was 1 for 6. So that's not really great. For them, I mean, oh my gosh. Their starters were tremendous. Just slow, methodical, beat you down basketball. 19 points for Frazier. They had some turnovers, but they made up for it with the assists, the steals, few blocks. Look at the rebounding numbers. Second chance points were okay. Fast break were okay. Points in the paint, though, they killed us. We could have tried a 2-3 zone. Alvin Frazier, player of the game, 19 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, a block, and 2 steals. Can't ask for much more than that. And we knew what they were coming in. And they totaled us, especially in that first half. All right, guys, so I am going to save it here and say thank you for joining me. like I said, we're going to get better in practice the whole year, and then, it's going to be good. So, we'll check the polls and media soon, too, as we're a few games into the season. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I do hope you got something from this. You enjoyed it. I think it was episode 21. But appreciate you guys. And until next time, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy. And yeah, we'll keep it moving. I don't mind losing because it's fun and interesting. Usually during these types of things, we'd have recruiting to do as well. But since I kind of blew the budget and got Jabari Saucer, that is on hold for right now until the money resets somehow, or we make more money. But yeah, come on, tune in next time, guys, as we go ahead and play in the next gem. It's going to be Washington State Wildcats, who are 1-3. This is a total road schedule. We have no home games until Florida Gulf Coast Condors, which I don't think is a conference game. It is all caps, which that just means it's a home game. The ones with the stars maybe are conference games. But then why do we have North Dakota State Bulls and Staten Island Eagles? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I made the schedule. Here's our home games. Non-conference home games. Oh, and then we scroll down. Okay, I see. So all the starred games are our conference play at the end of the year, and the non-conference is still here. We do have a game. December 12th is November 25th, so December 12th we'll play Florida Gulf Coast at home. But we have some stuff coming up until then, so see you guys next time. 1-5, but very cool. Wouldn't you agree? All right, guys. Peace. Ciao for now.